Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. It is a beautiful Monday morning, and please remember, I remind you of this every Monday, that God is going to bless the work of your hands. It's a good day. This is not a bad day because you're going back to work. This is a good day. I also want to remind all of you the changes in revival night schedules. Basically, we're doing this because I needed to free up time to spend more time on administration. So rather than do revival nights 3 nights a week, we're putting it all into 1 week. Tomorrow night we'll be at Main Campus, Wednesday night out at East Campus, Thursday night down at South Campus, and then regular weekend services. And then we're putting in some extra worship nights in all of the campuses that we'll be announcing to you. But right now, I want us to come back to the book of Judges, chapter 2. Many times people say, what happened to the next generation? Why did the next generation not turn out so well? Well, I want you to notice with me in Judges 2, beginning with verse 10. After that whole generation had been gathered to their fathers, another generation grew up, who neither knew the Lord nor what the Lord had done for Israel. Then the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord and served the Baals. Now notice, cause and effect. Because one generation did not teach the next generation about God and about what God had done for them, the next generation grew up and did not serve God, but instead turned away from God to false gods. How many times do I see second-generation Christians in the same way? Their parents, talagang got saved. I mean, there was a that was then and this is now experience. They experienced for real salvation. It wasn't just churchianity. They became Christians. And then the next generation came up, and the parents never really sat down and spent time with them and taught them, this is what God has done for our lives. This is who God is. This is what God has done. These are the answers to prayer. These are the miracles. And so the young people grow up in the next generation, and they turn away from God because they've never been taught the reality of God. I want to challenge you today. Don't think it's the responsibility of the school or the church or Sunday school or anybody else. If you love your children and you love God, sit down and talk to your children about God. Sit down and talk to your children about, let me tell you what God is like. Teach your children the character of God. Teach your children the power of God. Teach your children the miracles that God has done for the family. Teach your children all the answers to prayer God has done for your family. Let your children grow up knowing that God is not a doctrine to be believed in. God is a person to have a relationship with.